And first and foremost, full disclosures, the things that are discussed in this channel, and I will go into this in a more bilingual aspect because we do know that a lot of our audience is going to be of the Hispanic descent. However, these are our views, these are our opinions. By no means do we mean offense to anybody. We will be limiting our stuff to exclude religion and politics because we do not want to be offensive or open that line of negativity for this. This spot is more of a reaching out. ChataDiva comes from our nicknames, which we will go more into. This first episode, we wanted to target more of a description and introduction of us and who we are. Anything you want to add to that?
I would just say, let's start with introducing ourselves. How old we are.
Okay.
Where we're from.
Go for it.
Okay. So my name is Carla. I was born and raised in Georgia, but all of my family, they're from Durango, Mexico. And, as like with our name, ChataDivaTea, so.
Where does Chata come from?
From my nickname. So when I was little, I always tell her I used to always hang out with boys. And she looks at me like, why? I'm like, well, honestly, me personally, I really don't have a lot of female friends. So when I was little, I would always hang out with boys. So most of the time, the boys would always forget my name, and they would always call me Chata. So when I was 13 years old, that's what they would call me. Chata this, Chata that. So even, with me growing up, my parents, my dad's wife also calls me Chata. Her brothers call me Chata. So I guess it kind of like stuck with me. And then when she asked me, what do you want to name the podcast? I was like, well, at first I said, what did I say? Comadres?
Something with T. We're also comadres, by the way. That's as of last year, December. Well, really, since you got pregnant, but we'll go into that later.
So when she said, well, think of a nickname, I was like, okay, well, I'll do Chata. And then, of course, she did Diva. And you want to explain why?
The Diva. Yes. So I am Cristelia, born and raised in Dallas, Texas, and life and the changes in life brought me to Tennessee, which is where we reside. I am, how old am I? 33? 30s have set in. I'm in my 30s. And Scorpio. So my birthday's in November. And diva comes just from being a diva. Fashion, labels, makeup, you name it. It's all in one. But more than anything, when I was growing up as a little girl, I would always go into my mom's makeup bags. And mom always had red lipsticks, que le llamamos, ahora sí que los rojos putones. I'm just going to throw it out there because get to know me. This is my intro. And to this day, I still like them. I enjoy it. I love makeup. But kind of tying it together with the whole tea and the divas and the chata, we come from two very different backgrounds as far as where we grew up, how we grew up, and the things we've gone through in life. But at the end of the day, it comes to the empowerment of being a better person. A better person in the sense, not necessarily financially or in what we have, but just a better human. Life brought us into each other's lives. Very weird how everything happened. A very chaotic, I want to say. She was going through a lot. I was kind of sitting there like, this bitch is crazy. What the fuck? Like, where'd she go? She left for a little bit. We'll get into all of that. I don't want to be invasive of her story, but really, the channel, we wanted to open up those lines for people to share with us, just because in the Hispanic community alone, we carry a lot of stereotypes. We're very judgmental, and we've discussed sometimes situations, and I'm looking at her like, they told you that? Why? So, queremos abrir esa línea de comunicación con la gente para que nos compartan sus historias, o si quizás hay algo en tu corazón que quieres decir o que quieres hablar, pero no lo hablas con la gente en tus alrededores porque te juzgan, porque te critican. That's where the diva kicks in and says, I don't give a fuck what you say, because it's my life, you know? So, do you want to add to that? And what we plan to bring to the table for our viewers?
So pretty much, whenever we decided to do the podcast, it's kind of funny because we would always talk about it during lunch hour. So we would take, our 1 hour lunch, and then I would always have something to tell her. And she would just look at me like, man, like your story is like a novela type of thing. And me, like the people that know me, I am very, 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 I'm a very reserved person. I really don't talk to people about my personal issues or any issues at all. So it's very rare, when you do know something about me that's like, how do you say it? Like, very personal.
Private?
Yeah, private. So, whenever we would go out to eat,
we still do.
Yes. I would tell her, like, hey, when I was little, or, this happened to me, this and that. And what I liked about her was that she always had something positive to tell me. And then I'm the type of person that even if it's something that I know it's going to hurt, I like people to tell me things up front and how they are. I just feel like I grow from those things. I don't like people, when they tell me, ¿cómo se dice? Las cosas suavemente para que no duela. No, I
came in
the way they are.
Ripping Band-Aids. Like, no, bitch, this is gonna hurt, it's gonna sting, but you're gonna like it. Y creo que eso es importante también. Todo es con respeto. No hay ¿cómo se dice? Judgment, I guess, if you would.
Oh, staring at
my email, be nosy at my email. But anyway, sí, cada conversación te lleva a una cosa u otra. So esa es la dinámica que queremos manejar. Cuando les decimos que nos compartan sus historias, todo se va a mantener anónimo, no vamos a decir quién es. Al igual, otro full disclosure, si ven a alguien que participe, o si llegan a escuchar a alguien o escuchar nombres, es porque esa persona está enterada que se va a usar su nombre. Yo sé algo de law, and I'm not trying to get sued by anybody, so I will not use or disclose information about people that I shouldn't be. So.
And that's another thing. So we decided to create this YouTube also for that. Just because, like I told her, there might be a lot of people that really don't talk about what they're going through, or really don't ask for advice because they're afraid of what other people are going to think or say. Like I said, and I'm one of those people, honestly. I really don't put my business out there like that because I used to be afraid of judgment, pretty much. But it's always very helpful when you have someone that tells you, hey, it's going to be okay, just keep pushing forward, and someone that gives you advice without judging you. So that's why, we decided to make this podcast. And honestly, she gives great advice, not because she's my comadre, but she really does. She has helped me in a lot of situations.
Oh,
and I told her, you know what? And I've been telling her for a couple months now, right?
God, yes.
We need to do a podcast. And she was telling me, well, de qué se va a hacer, de qué se va a tratar. I'm like, honestly, I would just say, let's make an email and then have people, send us their stories or anything they want advice on, and then we can, try and help. Just because, like I said myself, it feels really good when you have like that kind of, ¿cómo se dice?
Support.
Yeah, that kind of support, without someone judging you or telling you, oh, ¿por qué hiciste esto? O ¿por qué hiciste lo otro? Stuff
and
like that. But
touching on that, because I don't want it to be like, oh, go to them for advice or whatever. Like, I'll gladly listen. Pero el punto era de cuando conocí a Carla, yo no conocía su historia. Ella no sabía la mía, obviamente. Carla's a teen mom, so starts early on. Stop me if I have to stop. Pero she started at a young age, so it comes with a lot. And I come from a family, not necessarily directly, but indirectly, whatever. Somos hispanos, somos huastecos, we're from San Luis, and it's like, oh, ¿a qué vas a ir al psicólogo? ¿Estás loca? No, I'm not crazy, but I'm like this close to it if I don't get everything out. I have a therapist that I see, porque no tiene nada de malo el hablar, el expresar tus sentimientos, pero sí también ayuda a escuchar de vez en cuando a lo mejor otra opinión diferente fuera de las normas en las que tú estás acostumbrado a estar. No somos profesionales, so, como les dije hace ratito, es nuestras opiniones, nuestros puntos de vista. Se los vamos a dar si les gusta y les conviene y los hace sentir bien, o 100%. Y si no, pues nada más. Eso sí, muy directos. It might hurt. It might hurt a little bit.
But it's going to help.
Because I remember one time, she said something. And I told her, I feel like you got upset, but it's okay. You'll get over it. And I think I said, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because, como yo le digo a ella, cuando tienes una relación con una persona, sea tu pareja, sea un amigo, tu familia, whatever, si el expresar lo que tú sientes ocasiona fricción o descontento en la otra persona, then maybe your relationship isn't as solid as it should be. Yo le digo a Carla, yo siempre voy a ver por tu beneficio y tu bienestar. Si yo veo que la estás cagando, even if you're my friend, I'm not going to sit there and like, oh yeah, keep being toxic or keep doing this because it's going to be okay. No, fix it. Because nobody's perfect. Nadie en este mundo es perfecto. Todos la cagamos. And, I mean, yo con mis sobrinos siempre les digo, si la cagan, cáguenlo, acéptenlo y vámonos a lo que sigue. No puedes cambiar tus acciones, pero sí puedes cambiar how you handle it moving forward.
We also wanted to add maybe not, so we wanted to make it like a bilingual podcast, just because if there's people that feel comfortable or feel more comfortable with us doing a podcast strictly in Spanish, go ahead and let us know. Or if there's people that want to do it specifically in English or both, just go ahead and let us know. We want to make sure everybody feels comfortable and everybody has a good time, pretty much, with our tea. That's a lot of tea.
It's loaded. If you have questions, feel free. We are going to be starting social media. I am all about giving gifts. So the more you share, the more, we might do a little contest like that. I don't know.
We'll get check creative. Out her TikTok. We'll link her TikTok down below.
I will say that I 100% credit my parents for my self-esteem, because I was a very loved child. Soy la más chica de tres. So, yeah. Como hay el que dice, ¿cómo dicen? Muchos me aman por mi forma de ser, pero al igual también me odian. So, I mean, it's the truth. If you come on here with negativity, in another era, I might go off on you, but I'm just going to laugh and give you a thumbs up. It is what it is. I don't expect everybody to like this or the content or the things that they see. But again, it comes out of respect. We will try to be as open and transparent when it comes to situations in our personal lives. I know that was one of my biggest things with her. I was like, are we ready to open that door? because when you're on social media, and I've seen it because we follow channels on here. You go in there, you see the comments. Are we ready for that? And I think, me personally, I have the skin for it. I don't know how you feel about that, but it's comes with the territory.
I think the skin will grow eventually.
We're working on growing.
But yeah, so we'll be leaving the email in the description box, and then if you guys have any suggestions, any topics that you would want us to talk about, you can always send us an email. And like she said, we will not say your name. It'll all be anonymous. So yeah, but we'll try to keep posting every Wednesday, right?
Every Wednesday.
That way, we can get a little bit of traction, and
And we're also new to this, so I've never done this. I know everybody would always tell me, do a makeup channel, do this.
Yeah,
I ain't got time, but we're gonna make time. She pushed for it, and once again, I'm all for the growth and supporting. So hopefully we reach lives and we touch people in a different way. Honestly, not even in it for the money, because God knows that YouTube can flop tomorrow, and it's not about that for us. We have full-time jobs, and you might see the effects of that full-time job on some of these videos. Obviously, legality and all of that, I cannot disclose that information. If you follow us on social media, you're going to know who I work for, but it is what it is. But yeah, what else do we want to add to our little intro video?
I think we've made it a very long intro.
Alright. We're going to shoot for 30-minute videos just because we don't want to bore you guys. We can sit here and ramble. We do it every day. But we do want to help us out in that respect. Send us your questions. Even if it's just random, it doesn't even have to be like deep-rooted or whatever. Maybe you just, hey, he won't answer my calls. What do you want me to do? Next. That kind of thing. And the guys too. Like, we have guys in our family, and I do plan on bringing my father on. Ooh. That man, all my wisdom comes kind of from there. So
that'll be a very interesting episode.
I've been told that I am a man in another life.
Yes.
So the outcomes and the answers might be very different coming from her than they are from me. So that's also what's going to give this diversity, because we're two very different women. We think very differently. She's very emotional. Just putting that out there.
Yes.
Oh my God!
You might see me cry.
Are you gonna cry? Oh my God!
If y'all touch my soul, I probably will.
When she was pregnant, remember, she would just do her little glasses. Oh, here come the waterworks. Who told her she looked fat today? No,
right? No.
Who told you she couldn't have water?
I had a humongous baby, so. But yeah, so we also wanted to mention, if you see some F-bombs being dropped, we don't feel any type of way. It's just, we're honestly being the way we are, and I really don't want to say, oh, well, you can't say this, because people are gonna get mad.
Telling me.
I feel like that's what it's all about, being transparent. And if you have to be someone else in order to, be liked by someone, then
I'm over here being
work that
refined.
way. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Please don't get offended. It's just, that's the way we are.
And if it offends you, and my little boca del bañil te ofende, pues this might not be the channel for you to be on, because
it's quite constant.
Ya me sentenció que no sean tantas, pero a veces cuando ya te agarras en la conversación y en eso, pues se salen las vulgaridades, y eso es lo que es. I know there's going to be people on here that are my family, my friends that are on my social media.
They know who you are.
They know who I am, and I'm not going to change that.
Imagine you not saying like a single bad word, and then they'll be like, "Cris, ¿qué te pasó?"
Pero mira lo que compartes en Facebook,
right?
And that's cool. That's going to be one of the topics because I know people feel some kind of way when they see certain things on social media, but there is nothing like living your life how you want to live it and not allowing opinions, judgmental people. I mean, yo tengo persinados en mi familia. Hi, well, bye. How are your kids doing?
Yes. Pretty much. I mean, it is what it is. You really, either they like you because you're very well educated, or they don't like you because you're very well educated.
There's no in between, but it's okay. We send love to everybody.
We sure do. We just want to make this a positive experience for everyone, and like we've said, we want people to feel comfortable. We want to, give out as much.
Y pues también somos bien lichas. La
True.
verdad. We want to know, like, what's going on in people's lives. Right. We've been in quarantine for a year now.
Yes.
¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué les pasa? Yeah. Suelten chisme.
It'd be nice. Because where we work, we really don't have contact with people.
We really don't.
No. So it'd be nice to know.
Y el contacto que tenemos a veces is not tan agradable. So yeah, you want to close it out?
Yeah. So
we're good.
Having said that, all of that, we hope that you guys enjoy. And then, like I said, if you have any
suggestions too,
just
we are open to constructive criticism.
Yes.
Críticas constructivas. Send them.
Like she said, it's our first time being on YouTube. And
I'm sharing a first time with you.
Right?
Ooh, no. Oh well.
So yeah, if you have any suggestions, you can, like I said, we're gonna leave the email down below, and then as well, if you want to leave a comment, go ahead and do that. We would really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and hit that like button so we can know that we're doing something right
for once in life. No.
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time, and we will be here next time.
Next Wednesday. Sorry.